It's the Big J and BB Show with Joey Real Talk Catrano and Ryan whatever he can come up with before the podcast starts, Ebner.
Always new nicknames.
Dude, yeah,
I like it. Keep it
I
up.
think of it as I get ready.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. I am Ryan Green Machine Ebner, a.k.a. BB, a.k.a. member of Swole Team 6, a.k.a. the man followed on Twitter by John Cena himself.
Oh. And I am Joey Real Talk Catrano.
And I'm keeping it, because this is it. This is all we got. This is it. And this is the Big J and BB Show. Joey, we're doing a gaming episode today, yeah?
Here we are. It's just us. It's the old school, the OG.
I know. I'm really going to be curious if someone drops in while we do this. So, it is what it
is. Maybe it'll be my replacement.
Oh, spoilers.
Apparently I don't work here anymore.
And if you want to know about why he could be replaced, you can check out our other podcast by searching the Big J and BB Show on your podcast platform of choice. Check out our Disney Top 25, and you may find the answers you are looking for. You can also find us on Facebook.com/Big J and BB Show, Twitter @Big J and BB Show, and on the Instagram, just search Big J and BB Show. Shout out to the homies. First and foremost, twitch.tv/slap_nuggets, 2 P's and 2 G's. Check him out while he's playing some COD, raging, getting pissed. Pretty dope. I also been playing some single player games such as Control, so check that out. Then you got twitch.tv/undeadredbull. I believe he streams as well, but I couldn't tell you when the last time it was. But I'm still giving him money for my subscription. So, you know,
wild. Get
on it, David. Thank you. And if you liked our intro and you love sports, check out Josh Barlog on Twitter @JoshBUSN. He's on Unwrapped Sports Network as well. If you go to his Twitter, he'll post his links as he talks each night. Does like a little tidbit radio show on there. It's pretty dope. He just had the University of Tulane offensive coordinator on there he talked to. I thought that was pretty awesome. So go ahead and check that out. We're working on some other stuff besides gaming shows. We've got some sport news that eventually we'll be talking about here. Waiting for baseball to announce their plan so I can get into that with the guys. We got an anime podcast we're working on with me, Joey, Guadalupe, and Monster Hunter Mike. So we'll be working on that as well. We've been watching some animes, discuss some animes, some weeb shit. Gonna be pretty
maybe this weekend we could sit down and do one, like a trial run and see how it goes.
I mean, you guys are just real busy with WoW, dude. So, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, WoW's busy. So.
Oh, no, I get it. That's exactly what I'm going to do when we're done.
Exactly.
And if you want to be a part of any of those shows, you could text or call us 779-234-8646. That number is 779-234-8646. You can even ask us on there or on Twitter if you want to join the Discord during a show and talk to us. That's even better, dude. Or lady, whoever it is. I'm super into it. So without further ado, with all that tidbit, Joey, take it away.
So, to kick it off here, we got a lot of Animal Crossing news, and Animal Crossing just dominated the month of March, on top of, everything else just dominated. Mm-hmm. So, it's the top-selling game. Well, so we'll do the top-selling games first.
Okay.
You want to do that?
You want me to do the
we'll
list
get
first?
Into Animal Crossing, yeah.
Okay. I'll give you the 20, because this gave me 20, so I'll actually stick to it. This is for March of 2020, which, remember, is a weird month, man, because of the pandemic just started, places were starting to get locked down, and also take into consideration on these numbers, or the list, Nintendo does not include digital sales, so just take that with you. Alright, so we'll start with number 20. It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Obviously, that got bought a lot because if you bought the game, you got a skin for Modern Warfare and a bunch of other stuff, so there it is. Also, it's a great Call of Duty, so nonetheless. Number 19, Mortal Kombat 11. Number 18, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. 17, Just Dance 20. Madden NFL 20 comes in at 16. Number 15, Pokemon Mystery Dungeons Rescue Team DX. 14, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 13, FIFA 20. 12, Red Dead Redemption 2. 11, Nioh 2. 10, Mario Kart 8. Number 9, Borderlands 3. Number 8, GTA 5.
There it is.
Yeah, see. Number 7, Persona 5 Royale. Which that's also super impressive because that game came out right at the end of March. So it's actually probably going to be way higher on the April scales.
Oh, yeah.
Number 6, Doom Eternal. Number 5, NBA 2K20. Number 4, Resident Evil 3. Number 3, MLB The Show 20. Super interesting because obviously, remember, sports are canceled. So MLB The Show helped people give, some type of fill the void of their sports that they lost.
Right.
And number 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And number 1, after only being in there for 11 days, Animal Crossing New Horizon.
Yeah, so that
Ungodly numbers.
Yeah, so that's why we want to go over the list first, because Animal Crossing, it sold a ton.
Mhm.
It did very well. Well, so that's the debate we're having is it because of the pandemic going on, or is it because of the game itself? It's got to be both.
It's going to be a little bit of both. I mean, honestly, the game, going into it, there were a lot of people that were hyped for Animal Crossing anyway, right? Like, it's going to be super fun. Now, the pandemic and everybody having to stay at home orders all across the world obviously plays into it big time. People are at home, you could play more Animal Crossing and do more things. That's why I believe the month of March and the month of April are going to be so inflated, the game numbers. They have to be. Like, I mean, you're seeing their sales hit in general for video games in March hit numbers that they haven't hit in over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
there was just so much video games going on. Because what the fuck else are you gonna do? I mean, look at Joey just dove right back into WoW. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I bought a $90 version of WoW for pre-purchase because fuck it. I was like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't know. But like,
You just got to jump on something.
exactly, and a lot of people jumped on Animal Crossing, and that's so awesome for the game, and it's great for Nintendo because I don't know if Nintendo has a whole bunch going on this year. So that's been pretty quiet about everything. So Animal Crossing doing as well as it did, like, it's just insane. I could not be happier for that game.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a game that pretty much everybody I knew was excited about, and so it's really cool to see all these people, so many people playing this game, as we'll get into. But it did very well. So it sold more digital units in a single month in console history, which is roughly like 5 million.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's a lot.
That's not just Nintendo history. That's console history.
Yeah, and for this to be still a relatively new console and to break a record like that, pretty impressive. Spending on digital games reached $10 billion in March because of probably what's going on. I mean, shit, I bought a digital.
Right. Now,
I don't buy digital.
I broke it down with the numbers of what they gave us with the 5 million digital sales. Rough it out to about $60, I did. Animal Crossing in March made up 33% of all digital video game sales.
That's insane.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's nuts.
Like a third.
Yep.
Yeah. And so Animal Crossing sold more than any Mario or Zelda game ever had in their first month. It also had the third best physical copy launch in Nintendo history, which is still very impressive considering everything that was going on, or that it's still going on. Only Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Ultimate had a better first month.
Dude. Whew. Animal Crossing's a juggernaut. And I don't even know if they thought it was going to be.
Probably not like this. They knew it was going to hit well, because that audience is still pretty massive. But like, in 11 days, they sold 11 million copies. As the fastest selling Switch game of all time.
Boom.
A million a day.
Will Animal Crossing hit the Mario Kart number of like 20? I think it's at like 22 million copies. It's halfway there in 11 days. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's going to.
Dude, if Animal Crossing beats out Mario Kart as the best-selling Switch game, I would be mind blown.
Because it's technically a single-player game.
Right.
With multiplayer aspects.
I think
I mean, so is Mario Kart, but...
Yeah, but I mean, I do believe that, like right now, I think the last time they checked on Pokemon Sword and Shield, they were at about, like, 16, which put them, like, right behind Breath of the Wild and Odyssey. The Pokemon's gonna pass both of those. Animal Crossing's gonna pass both of those. We're probably gonna end up with the top 3 Switch games. By the end of this year, the top 3 Switch games will probably be... The 3 of the games will be Mario Kart, Pokemon, and then Animal Crossing in some order. I don't know the order, but it will be in one of those orders, and that's just so crazy to me because although yes, I know like everybody we knew was excited for Animal Crossing. 11 million copies in 11 days is a massive number.
Oh yeah.
It's insane how much it's done, and the people that are playing it. I'm going on Twitter and I'm seeing all these random people, famous people that you don't know, or all sorts of people just talk about Animal Crossing, the turnip market, and how big that is in the community, and being on the Reddits and like everything, man. And like I'm on the QR Reddit where people are just posting all their ideas, and like I don't know, man. Animal Crossing has been the blessing during all of this, I think, for so many people because it's able to help people connect. I think we talked about in the other episode, like you guys had a birthday thing for me, so that was pretty cool. We did a podcast and we all sat in a podcast studio in Animal Crossing while we recorded.
That was really cool.
So like, I mean, it is pretty awesome, and I'm just so interested to see where Animal Crossing goes from here. And like what they can do to sustain this type of popularity that it has, but also, like the talk forever will be, would this have happened if we didn't have the plague? And I mean, no, there's no way. I don't personally believe it would have happened that fast. I still think they would have sold great.
Yeah, no, they still would have done well regardless. But like even like not even just Animal Crossing, but like everything that has been coming out is probably doing way better than it would have if it was just like a normal month.
Right.
So, because you figure a lot of people are stuck at home, so what is there else to do besides play fucking video games?
No, 100%.
But also, Animal Crossing, they just started their Nature Day event. They did that a couple days ago, or this month, right?
Yeah, I think it ends this week.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had Leaf come there. Sell you some bushes and shit, which is pretty dope. The pink azaleas and stuff and white azaleas. Bought a few of those. Help make everyone's island really pretty and get you to that 3 stars so you can get terraforming, and KK comes to your island and stuff. So that was really helpful. And they gave you some bonus the things you can do for Nook Miles. There was one each day or so that would be Nature Day or what a Nature Day event oriented, and it gave you like at least like 1,200 Nook Miles every time you did one. So that's pretty cool. Which is useful because I will tell you, when you unlock the ability to terraform, that shit is super expensive to buy from the Nook Miles. So it was super good.
Right, because you need one for each, right? There's 3 different terraforming, or just the 2?
There's 2, at least where I'm at. There's Cliff and the Water. Each of those are 6,000 apiece, and then there's also ones where you can use different paths like brick, stone, sand, wood. Those are each like 2,500 or 2,000 Nook Miles apiece.
Okay, yeah, I think I might have been combining those, but yeah, I know in game you have all those terraforming type tools.
Oh yeah,
and customization.
Oh yeah.
But Elijah Wood, famous for his role as Frodo in Lord of the Rings, visited someone's island to sell turnips, and the exchange went everywhere.
Dude, it was all
and he's also super polite.
Yes.
Super generous.
Yes, I was so nice. He's like, "Can I pick your fruit?" And like the person's like, "Go ahead. I don't know what to say."
Right? Like, take a fucking tree.
Go ahead.
I don't care.
Dude, how cool was that though? That Elijah Wood DM'd them and was like, "Can I come sell turnips on your island?"
I don't know how I would react to that.
Dude.
Like, what if like John Cena was like, "Yo, bro, can I come and get some fruit?"
He might, because he's already my friend on Twitter. But if he did, I would make room for John Cena. I'd make sure everybody else is kicked out, and I'd make sure John Cena has a nice island to himself. Do whatever he'd like. You know, what if he starts digging holes all over it? What do I do?
You'd be like, "You asshole!"
Like, John Cena, you're a piece of shit.
I would just kick him out.
JK, you're not a piece of shit, John. If you're listening. Best friend.
That'd be cool. But, right? Yeah, see? When he follows you, you guys are clearly buddies.
Dude, clearly. That's your replacement.
Aw, I'd honestly be okay with that.
I was going to say, could you even be
I think you'd be okay with it, too.
And we got special guest, Joey Real Talk Control.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on.
Big J works because his name's John.
Right? Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
All right, we got to put some things into play.
I'm going to try my best.
Right? Sticking with Nintendo here, Nintendo Switch has sold over 55 million units.
Yeah.
And from what we were thinking, that's probably right at, if not more than what Xbox has sold.
Just about.
Xbox One.
Yeah, the Xbox One is probably around that range. Might be above 60. I'm not really sure. They stopped reporting it like a hot minute ago, but Nintendo Switch, yeah, 55 million units. I think it's only been out for what, like 3 years, if that. I think
Has
we're
it been
hitting,
3?
I think this is the third year because I think it came out in 2017. And they also, on a conference call, Nintendo said that they're not even halfway through the lifespan of the Switch, which is probably true. Probably.
Oh
true.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, there's no way.
you don't. I don't think you have to see like a Switch 2 until the probably people are thinking about 2023, 2024. Like in that time, you'll probably see a second Switch. Now that doesn't mean you're not going to get an upgraded version of this Switch again. You might. Nintendo loves that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, look at their DS line.
Right, and their Game Boys. So
Yeah.
you might see that, but you won't see an actual. I think another new Nintendo console. At least for another 3 or 4 years, something like that.
Probably, and I mean that's fine. You don't need one. Nintendo isn't like that, so.
What comes first, a new Switch or GTA 6?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's.
I'm gonna
I
say
really don't
GTA
know.
6 though. Low key, I'm gonna say GTA 6 because they're
Now, when you say new Switch, you're saying a next gen or like a new model?
I'm gonna say next gen.
Then yeah, it's probably gonna be GTA then,
But if it
because
was,
Nintendo's not gonna make a next gen for many a year.
now, when do you think you get a new model though?
Well, what was the time frame from? What was there one before this? Was it the Wii U?
Yeah. And a
What was
DS.
from
There was a
Wii U to
DS in there.
Switch?
Ooh.
Going from like home console.
Like almost like what? Probably around almost 10 maybe? Let me look that up. Man, maybe I'm overselling that. I don't know. Let me see. I'll look
It
that up.
feels like it's been a minute.
Wii U. Let me see here because I'm curious about it. When did the Wii
Is that-
U launch? In 2012. So 5 years.
Oh, okay. But then again, they probably had to do something because that just tanked so bad.
Yeah, it did. It was really bad. I think the Wii U was to get you ready for the Switch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think the Switch was supposed to be Wii U,
Oh,
but they just couldn't make that happen.
Right. And then now they did. So.
Yeah.
And
So I don't know. Yeah, maybe 5 years. It might be close. Maybe you get GTA 6 on the next Nintendo Switch.
Now, the Nintendo Switch wow, that's insane. Nintendo Switch at right now is the hardest fucking item to find, right? Like you thought toilet paper and the shit was hard to find? No. Nintendo Switches are sold out just everywhere. The regular Switches, not the Switch Lights. You can find those.
Yep.
But the regular Switches, man, and Nintendo's trying to get more out by June. They're hoping. But like obviously, pandemic, things are happening. The positive part really is that like that region of the world is starting to open up, like the Japan area, so they'll be able to at least start shipping again. But damn, dude, like everybody bought a Switch and Animal Crossing like real fucking quick when this happened.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you didn't have one, you're probably like, well, I might as well get one.
I hope that this console hits 100 million units. That would be
It
so
might.
cool. It really might though, because you got to think 100 something million were sold of the PS4, right? Out of those PS4 people, I mean, probably at least half or so will probably want a Switch or have a Switch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then maybe like the Xbox out of the like 60, if you get half of those, that's around like 30. I mean, it might hit 100 million. It might.
You'd be right there.
Depending
you figure
on how
PC
long.
players.
Right.
I know a lot of PC players that only have a Switch and
Yeah.
nothing else.
See, there you go, because they love Nintendo.
Yep.
Nintendo can do no wrong.
But they really can't. But now, switching over, Red Dead 2 is coming to the Xbox Game Pass May 7th, which is the recording of today. Timestamp, you know.
Boom.
And GTA 5 is leaving it. So if you didn't get GTA 5, well, it's gone.
Yeah, I mean you can still probably buy it for like $15, so like get on it, but like keep.
Yeah, we
pumping
need
up
it to
those
be on the
numbers.
next month.
Yeah, I think. Oh man, how many? Last time I think we talked about they were at about 85 million units sold. That fucking thing's got to be hitting 100 million units.
Oh yeah, it's
Has
ridiculous.
to be. That's nuts.
Epic Games is valued at around $15 billion and still growing.
You can hate Fortnite all you want, man, but fuck,
It sells.
it sells. It really does. And when you got a bunch of kids home from school and they got to use they won't stop annoying their parents. Their parents are like, man, just take my goddamn card and just buy yourself some V-Bucks, bro. Just get the fuck out of here.
Well, also so speaking of Fortnite, they had a record-breaking event with their Travis Scott concert, which I watched, and I watched it on YouTube, but it was really cool. Like the programming and everything that went into that is insane.
Yeah, because I
How they
got
like took
into
you
it
through
live.
water and
Yep.
like the thing in the background making the beat, the speaker.
Yep.
It was all done really well. Had the I forget his name, but teleporting everywhere.
Oh, Travis Scott, yeah.
Yeah, Travis Scott. Yeah, and
Yeah.
just really cool.
Yeah, and it had like you going through space, and like people were talking about they thought it was going to take you to the old map and like all this stuff. But like, yeah, they did a great job with that event. I got on because I wanted to do it, and like it launched into a game, and you're like in a battle royale. It was like almost like a team deathmatch, so you keep spawning every time you die, and you as you land, like you see the stage and everything. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Then all of a sudden, when it hit like 2 minutes to go, everyone's guns went away. The camera angle changed so that you could face the stage, and then you had 3 emotes, and they were all Travis Scott related emotes, and then like it was like you were actually at a concert, which is really really cool. And
Yep.
that this party royale mode that they launched is actually just like that, where you don't have any weapons. You have your emotes, and you can just chill and party with people. And they have stages, and they're going to be doing this concert, which right here, May 8th, which is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And they're going to have a bunch of DJs, and it's Dylan Francis, which I looked up one of the songs. I'm pretty sure I knew who he is. Steve Aoki, obviously I know who that is. And Deadmau5, so I know who that is. But like, that's fucking cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right, but like, where's like Slipknot? Like, give me some metal.
All right, now
Go to the other fan base.
You are live on this podcast, Joey. If you get like a Metallica or a Slipknot or some wild shit that you like, Joey, will you jump on Fortnite to watch the show?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is, boys. There it is, everybody.
I
Right
wouldn't
there.
play it, but just to be there for the concert, fuck yeah.
But you still have to. That means you have to launch the game, Joey.
I've launched it one time. I
Oh,
played
that's
with
right. You played
you
with me
and
and
Nick,
Nick,
right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You would jump in Fortnite just because. That's so dope.
That'd be the only selling point to me.
Oh man.
And just because it's free too.
Yeah. See, there you go.
But yeah, so 27.7 million unique players viewed the event, 45.8 million times over the 5-day event.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I loved it. Hats off to everybody at Epic, honestly, for putting on shit like this. And they do it all the time, man. You know, I mean, they had that black hole event right when they end season 1, like, and like how big, and like everybody was talking about it. It was everywhere. It wasn't just on video game outlets. It was on like CNN and Fox and shit. Like everybody was talking about how they blew up their game. And then when you would log into the server, it was just a little dot. It was just a little black hole. And then they launched season 2, and having the Travis Scott concert, and they've had other concerts in the past. It's like, not the concerts, but they had the Star Wars, the Rise of the Skywalker thing, where J.J. Abrams was there and Jeff Keighley, and they like had the fucking Millennium Falcon come out and show you a scene from the movie. And like they do a lot of things, and people talk a lot of shit about Fortnite, and I get it. Like, the game's not for you, it's not for you, but like, hats off to them as developers doing those type of things, and especially with this party royale, because people can't go anywhere, they can't go to concerts, so like, why not just log into Fortnite real quick and just like fucking listen to some music? You know what I'm saying? Pretty cool.
Right, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm in the boat of I don't care for the game, but what they do, I respect the shit out of it.
Right.
Like when they did the Marvel thing, that was really cool.
Oh yes, they just
Deadpool, X-Men. Like, I still follow most of it. Like, that's really cool. That's dope. I wish it was in a game that I actually cared about.
right, like
That's the only way I look at it.
WoW's like, hey, if you run this fucking raid, you could get an Iron Man suit. You're like, oh shit.
I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm all about it. Like, I'll run it on all 55 of my damn characters.
True.
But yeah, no, mad respect to them. I'm glad they're doing all that, and I'll have to check out the next concert now, come tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, see what that one's about. Maybe that's where I get my fix of concerts.
I would say you could probably find someone streaming it, like, and just watch it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you have to
Right.
do. You don't have to actually like get in there yourself.
No, I don't care that much about those people. Like I said, only if it was a metal concert, I'd be like, all right, I gotta be there.
You're like, oh man, I'm here. Open the pit.
Open the fucking pit. I'd be about it. So, per a report from VGC, Horizon Zero Dawn 2 could be getting some sort of co-op play.
Yeah, all right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm waiting to hear anything about Horizon Zero 2 at this point. Or Horizon Zero Dawn 2 at this point. Like, I'm waiting to hear anything from Sony. I just want something.
Yeah, where's Sony at?
Right.
I mean, they're probably getting their ducks in a row.
Oh,
But
100%. And like my brother right now, he's downloaded because he has so much time on his hands, and he was trying to take a break from like WoW and Overwatch. He's been playing God of War, which I've been watching him play. He loves it. He beat
great
Spider-Man,
games.
loved it. I think he's gonna jump on Final Fantasy VII after those.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's a good game. But like, yeah, I want to see. Like, maybe I'm interested. I thought the first game was really cool. It'd be kind of cool if there was co-op to it.
Yeah, I'd be about it.
Not the whole game though. Like, give me some.
No, by the
aspect of
certain
it.
aspects of it.
Yeah.
Destroy All Humans is getting a remake, and the official release date is July 28th.
Did you ever like the Destroy All Human games?
They were pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like into them, but I definitely liked them.
Yeah, when you take over the people's brains and shit, I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, July 28th, man. All right, let's fucking go.
Right? We'll see how it holds up, though.
Oh no.
Last of Us 2 gets a new release date of June 19th, and Ghost of Tsushima coming July 17th.
I leaned into the mic to hear, even though the
I'll say,
headset's
like,
on my
oh,
head.
is
I'm
he
like,
gonna do it?
Let me hear if he does it. Speaking of like, hoping it holds up. Yeah, Last of Us 2, man. It's gone gold now, so it is coming. Like, it's done. It's good to go. It's gonna release. I think part of the reason they pushed it back from May was because they didn't know if all the logistics would be good, like to ship the game to everybody on time. I think that was it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I guess they got hacked or something in their studio. Their shit got hacked, and people released like leaks of the story of the game and the ending. Like, that's so shitty. You know what I mean? When you like people wait so long for this type of game, it's so hyped, and then to do that. So like, I felt bad. Like, I'm glad my brother Nick right now, like, knock on wood, he hasn't had any spoilers yet. He literally avoids everything that says Last of Us now because he loves that game so much and he's so looking forward to it. And I was just like, man, why you gotta be an asshole like that, you know, like to release shit like that. But yeah, it's good that it's gold and the game's gonna get here June 19th. That'll be awesome. I'm excited for people that love that game. Ghost of Tsushima looks great also.
Oh, yeah.
That looks really cool and something I would like to try. I'm interested if these will be then released remasters on the PS5, or if Sony is going to follow suit and do some sort of smart delivery as well. I am interested in that.
Okay, they gotta do something like that, because that's a huge selling point for your next-gen console.
Mm-hmm.
And for the
100%.
developers, too.
Exactly.
But then it is more on the developers to do it more than it is the company, so...
It is, but those are owned
Kinda
by
too.
Sony. You know what I'm saying? Both of
True.
those developers are owned by PlayStation. So this isn't more of less of a third party like EA or somebody doing it, or Epic or something. This is like, hey, you're in your backyard, so are you gonna do it, or are you gonna try to squeeze out some money later and do a release? I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, see how they handle it whenever they say something.
Mm-hmm.
But, so the Overwatch League player, he was a MVP for the last tournament there,
last
season?
Yep.
Sinatra leaves for the game Valorant, which is made by League of Legends Riot.
Yeah.
Probably not a great choice. I don't know. Valorant just looks meh. It's like CS:GO with abilities.
I think it's going to be fine. I mean, Valorant, I think because Riot and ESPN and them work so closely together, like, it will get deals and it'll be on TV and it'll be great. And I'm sure, like, you know, it will make a lot of money in those regards. A lot of people talking about, like, the death of Overwatch and stuff, like, no, or the Overwatch League, I should say. No, that's not going to happen. You have to understand we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic, right? So this year, remember we talked about last year coming into this year, there was going to be this big thing. They were going to be playing from home and have home series and shit. Well, you can't do that because you can't travel constantly right now because of, you know, COVID-19. So, like, there's a lot going on, and then they're transitioning from leaving Twitch and ESPN and going to YouTube, and, like, the Overwatch League will be fine. They'll figure it out. Every video game league right now is struggling. Every sport league right now.
I was about to say, everybody's kind of going into struggle.
Yeah, so I won't write it off like that. Yeah, but it is something that I think Sinatra was like, you know what? This is the hot game. It's gonna be the hot game for a while. So, let's try it out. I also, a side note, because you're talking about Riot, they just released their League of Terraria or whatever, the card game.
Oh, Runeterra, yeah.
So I was going to see if you download it because I wanted to try it, and then we could see if we like it or not. Because it does look somewhat similar to Hearthstone.
Yeah, I'll check it out because I used to like League of Legends quite a bit.
Salt.
And
Salt
as long as I'm
too.
not getting back into that, because I never will, but I try out that game.
I ain't getting into all that bullshit again.
Hell no, that's too toxic.
Very much so.
So now AMC is refusing to show Universal Studio movies once they reopen, due to their feelings of how Universal handled the release of Trolls World Tour.
Yeah, so just a little rundown on this. Basically, Universal Studios, in the process of all these movies getting pushed back, right? We saw so many movies, whether it be Black Widow, Wonder Woman, future Marvel movies got pushed back, a bunch of Disney movies got moved around and stuff like that. There were a couple that were coming out and they just said, you know what, we're just going to go straight to release, straight to digital, you can rent it. One of those was being Trolls World Tour. I guess AMC feels a certain way because... one, they're gonna go bankrupt, so that probably doesn't help. Two, they felt like Universal's built this up as this is going to be a huge worldwide release, and then they ended up saying, fuck it, we're just going to go digital. And it sold more digitally than the movie itself did in theaters the first time. The first Trolls movie did in theaters. So Universal made a fuckload of money off of this, of doing this with Trolls World Tour, and AMC feels a little butthurt because they're like, oh, if you would have pushed it back, we could have got that money later. I mean,
Right.
AMC's in the process of going under. It's happening. Their credit's really bad, and some of the companies they're owned by, which I believe some of their stake is in China, kind of fucked them. And so they're in this weird thing. Are you really not going to show Universal Studio movies? Because that's a lot of movies that are made by Universal Studios.
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty crazy, and you're going to lose so much money because people just go to Cinemark then. Because I think
that's the thing. You're just shooting yourself in your own foot by saying, "Oh, well, that's kind of dickish of you to do
100%.
what you want."
100%. And like AMC, I think, and Regal Cinemas both were jumped on it, and Cinemark didn't say shit. They're like, "Whatever, dude."
Right? I mean, why would you? I'd be like, "That's fine. It's your movie."
And a side note too, man. Like once things open up, and wherever you guys are at, listeners, wherever you're at in your neck of the woods, and you feel safe to go out, support your movie theaters, man. Even if it means just going there and buying a popcorn and going home. Like just support your movie theaters because. They bring such a different type of thing to the entertainment table, and there's honestly no experience like sitting in a movie theater and seeing a movie. There's not.
Right, especially like opening weekend or something.
You can't. Like, I
like
mean,
going to see Endgame.
Right. I loved watching it at home, and I still do on my Disney Plus, but like that will never change the feelings that we are in a theater. So like, yeah, anyway, you guys are able to support your local theaters, especially ones that are like, I think Brendan in North Carolina, he's got one where it's not like a chain. I think it's just like a regular local movie theater, and he goes there. They still open their doors, and he goes and buys popcorn in there like once a week and shit. So like, just do things like that and support your movie theaters because like this is a hard time for everybody. Just like your local restaurants and stuff too. Always support those. But
yeah, the family owned, not the chains.
Yeah, all of them. Like I mean, we got a bunch of restaurants down the street from us. I always try to, if I can, DoorDash or something if I'm hungry because keep them open. But yeah, help with the movie theaters, man. And like if you're butthurt about Trolls World Tour, sorry. Like I mean, I don't know. People were home with their fucking kids, dude. Obviously they were gonna buy this when it went on digital.
Yeah, I mean it only made sense to do it that way.
Exactly.
Why wait when if like it's done, people are at home and we have the option to do digital, why not?
It was gonna come out like at the end of March, I think, anyway. So like, whatever. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's just AMC being greedy.
Yeah, but support all that shit, man. Get with it.
Yep. So we have some Xbox news that went down. We had a little thing go on today of their 2020 event.
Buckle up.
But first, nearly 90 million monthly active users are using Xbox Live.
The superior
that includes
live
360.
Mm-hmm.
Game Pass has over 10 million subscribers.
Hats off. Fucking great.
So that Game Pass is Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate?
Yes.
Those are just combined?
Yeah, because Game Pass Ultimate, all that does is just give you Game Pass plus Xbox Live.
For PC. Oh, no, I thought Ultimate was PC.
No, well, it can give you that as well. It gives you all of it. because otherwise,
Okay.
but there is it is all combined. Yes, your Game Pass users on Xbox phone and PC are all combined into that 10 million number.
Gotcha. Okay. And then Project X Cloud has hundreds of thousands of users, including BB here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's pretty cool. They got a lot of people on all of their services right now.
Yeah, and I think if I look ahead here, I probably should just put that in the same spot, but I didn't. But Xbox Game Pass is actually coming to Project X Cloud later this year, and the games will stream right to the cloud. There's no downloading onto your phone, so you basically will be able. Theoretically, Joey, what I'm going to be able to do here is we could be like hanging out, social distancing, obviously, and I will pull out my Game Pass app, and I'll be like, you know what? I want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on my Game Pass. Boop! It'll boot right up because there's no download.
Yeah, I want to see how that's actually going to be.
Yeah, I'm super
Like, is it going to be
excited.
shitty? Is it going to be reliable?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Is it up to the device connection?
what I've played thus far is pretty cool. I really, really kind of want to try Destiny on it one night to see how like an active like a online active game handles. Because I played like Madden and I played Forza and WWE and a couple other things, but those are like single player things I did. So I do want to see how a larger online game handles on it.
So now, do you play with the controller or do you just use your actual phone?
No, you have to play with your controller. So
Okay.
you Bluetooth your Xbox controller to your phone, and then boom, you go ahead and play.
All right, I was about to say, because no way you play that
Oh my
on your phone.
fucking god!
There'd be no way.
Mind. No, I have the little doohickey that plugs into my controller. My phone sits in it, and then I can play. And it's right there. Pretty cool. I think it's something.
It's weird.
I think it's something. Well, it is. It is. But I also think like people don't mind handheld stuff as much anymore. A lot of people play on their iPads and their tablets. A lot of people play games on their Switches, which is also handheld. But I do think because Project X Cloud is on like tablets and shit, that's super nice. Like those iPad Pros and stuff, like the Samsung tablets are massive. Like the screen's like the same size as the laptop. So like I would be all cool with that. Just have my tablet sitting there and I'm just playing Xbox games where I'm, if I'm at, an office or wherever the fuck I am on vacation, boom, there you go. So like that, I agree with you. I'm really excited to see. Like I want to see once it's in action how it works. But the concept of it is great.
Yeah, we'll see how well it takes off like the other ones, but this is a different company, so Microsoft's big, so we'll see how they handle that.
Yeah, not the Google Stadia. I think that's what you're referring
Yeah.
to.
I was kind of hinting at it.
Got
But I'm like,
a
they're
couple months
also
of
a
that
massive
too, dude.
company. Yeah, a little rough.
Oh, it's not great.
Yeah. So Xbox is doing a thing where they will be live streaming each month leading up to the launch of their new console.
Yep, once a month. It's gonna be pretty cool, and it started today.
Yep, so we started today, and they showed off all third-party games, which I really appreciate because there's a lot of good third parties out there.
Mm-hmm.
And right off the bat, they had me hooked. I don't know about you, but Bright Memory Infinite.
Dude.
So it looked like it had a feel of Bulletstorm. I don't know if you ever played that game,
Yes, I do. I do know what you're talking about.
but it had like that kind of feel of with like the grappling hook, the gun movement, the flow of your character. It had like that kind of a feel to it. And then all of a sudden you just like pull out a fucking sword
Yeah.
while shooting a gun. I'm like, where'd you get a sword from?
Can you believe
Like,
that
that's
was
super
made?
cool.
This game was made by one person.
Yeah, when they said that was made by a single person, I'm like, how? How does one
Dude.
person do that shit?
Yeah, 100%, dude. Like, insane. It looked really cool. So funny. I got to work and like we're doing our startup meeting and the event's starting and I have my phone in my pocket. I turned the volume down enough, but like I could still kind of hear it. I'm like, oh, I hope they don't like look at me funny because my phone's just making noise. And then I like went to the receiving carousel, or whatever. I put my phone down and like I caught glimpses of this game and like when he jumps up and he shoots somebody, I'm like, oh, that's cool. It just looks like kind of like a almost futuristic shooter kind of game. All right. And then he like flipped him up in the air and then he pulled out a sword real quick and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, oh.
Right, not even like a little like, what the hell they got? Like a machete knife. It was just a whole sword.
Like a Spartan sword.
Hell yeah, and it was a
Super
cool looking one too.
It was. That game I was very, very much interested in.
Oh yeah, I was hooked right from like the first like 15 seconds of it. So that's one I want to keep my eye on.
Oh yeah.
And then they just so the theme that I felt like a lot of horror and thrillers.
BK said the same thing. He literally texted me and goes, "I guess next gen literally means horror games. Like, just fuck it.
Yeah,
Just make it."
I'm not excited because I don't have the heart for it.
True.
Because I'm kind of a pussy when it comes to that, but so Scorn was the game that they showed next, and I don't know what was going on, but like the environment that it was looked really cool.
Yeah. Yep.
I was about it.
Yeah, I mean, horror games to me, like, I don't always play a bunch of them, but it did look super interesting, and I was like, oh, okay, this is, like, weird. You know, I honestly, when I saw it, I was like, that's a good stream game. Like, to watch somebody stream, that'd be good.
Yeah. So Scorn is Ridley Scott's Prometheus.
It's
I think it's supposed to take kind of around that.
Reminiscent of it, yeah. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like Prometheus, yeah. Yeah, it was all over. It was like weird, but I was like, I'm intrigued by it. I'm like, okay. Also,
It had my attention.
a lot of these games they show are also coming to PlayStation. So I saw a lot of PlayStation fans like bashing the games. I'm like, dude, like these games are coming to your system too. So
Right, but they were all running on Xbox engine, right?
yeah, the Series X engine. Yes.
Right. Then they showed. I know we were talking about this earlier, but the Madden 21,
Yes.
How they were not fully honest, really.
Yes. So Madden 21 will support Xbox Series X Smart Delivery, sorta. So EA. So during the fucking thing, that Patrick Mahomes is there, and like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I saw the trailer and I'm like, this game looks the exact same as 20. And like, this is weird. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. I buy them anyway. Nonetheless, Mahomes is like, yeah, and you'll be able to play on your Xbox Series X with Smart Delivery. And I'm like, huh. Well, that's pretty fucking cool. Like, that's a good move on Xbox's part and EA's. And then afterwards, EA immediately was like, so it's kind of different. Basically, EA said after the event, that said users must purchase Madden 21 by December 31st of this year and upgrade to the Series X version by March 31st of next year to get it. That's EA's own way of doing the smart delivery for next gen. I guess I'm honestly, they'll probably end up doing it for a lot of their things. So that's just EA was like, we know this sounds cool, but we have to try and do it our own weird way.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're gonna get a lot of developers that are gonna want to do it, because it's up to them of how they want to do it, I guess, or if they want to. And EA being EA, why not?
Fuck them.
You make them every year, whatever.
I did agree with that though. Like, I do understand the concept of like, okay, well, that gives you to the end of March, so like April. So, I mean, from that point on, you have May, June, July, 4 months until the next one launches. So like, do you really need it? You know what I mean? They're not gonna let you just do it whenever, because if that's the case, you won't buy the next one then. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, from a marketing standpoint, I guess it makes sense.
I understand in that regard when it comes to those type of games, like sport games, why that makes sense. Now, this also leads me to believe that like FIFA and NHL and whatever other sport games they have will follow the same similar concept.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
The next game we got is The Ascent. It's a solo and co-op cyberpunk type deal RPG.
Yeah, I don't know.
Looked okay.
I already got
It
Cyberpunk.
looked meh.
I don't need it.
That's what I'm saying. When I first seen it, I'm like, whoa, did Cyberpunk take like a huge hit in the budget or something?
Dude, COVID-19 fucked them up.
I was actually like kind of excited for it, and then I seen this, I'm like,
I'm excited
Nah.
that not this game, but that Cyberpunk does support smart delivery though. That's awesome.
oh yeah, that's a good move from a good company, so that's all you're gonna see. And then Dirt 5, I also thought that was a watered down Forza at the beginning. I'm like, is this like next gen? Because I don't like that. I didn't like the way the cars were moving. I'm like, if this is Forza, like everybody's suffering. This is awful. And they're like Dirt 5. I'm like, whatever. I don't play that shit.
All right, fuck them.
Not a fan.
You're right.
Chorus is a single player space shooter. It's coming to the Series X at launch. And that's with a girl that's got like a weird sexual relationship with her ship or something.
Dude, I don't know.
She's got
but
something going on with it.
it's like that, what's that fucking show they used to do on TLC where there's like, I'm in love with my car, true story or whatever, I'm in love with my car.
yeah.
Like, true story, I really love my fucking spaceship. I mean, I don't know.
I could see it, but
I don't know, like if I was like super into that one or not. I was like, oh well, this looks cool. Like it looks pretty. You know what I mean? Like it being in space and everything, and like the graphics of the girl's face. I was like, all right, that's cool. But we'll see.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of all the only flying games in space like that. Like,
Do a barrel roll.
not a thing of mine. Now another game that caught my eye was Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
So immediately when this
that-
trailer starts, right? I thought of you instantly because like when they're playing Donka Shane and he's
Yes.
sitting there with the puppets and like their faces are all fucked up, like they got the fish hooks and shit, the puppet strings. I was like, dude, this screams Joey. Like this game entirely screams Joey, especially because he liked like We Happy Few and shit. I was like, I don't know what this is, but like this is cool. And then the trailer kept going, and I'm like, oh, I like this too. This is
Yeah, I didn't
pretty
know.
cool.
I thought they were just gonna do like the Christmas tree thing and like the people with their mouths cut open on hooks. I'm like, no, you definitely got my attention. And like you said, then it kept going. I'm like, there's more,
Yeah.
and it turned out to be a pretty. It's definitely something I want to look at. But now that I know it's the second one, now of course I got to think: do I need to play the first one?
True. I will say that whoever the vampire chick they showed at the end of the trailer or whatever, fine. That was a bae. I was like, I don't know who
Yeah,
this
no,
is.
she
I'm
could
in
take
it.
my blood. I was about it.
But like they started using powers and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like I didn't know what it was, and they're like vampire. I'm like, oh, that makes way more sense now. I was
yeah.
very, very much intrigued by it.
And then another game that I've never personally played, but I know it's extremely popular, is Yakuza Like a Dragon. Well, Yakuza in general, but this one is Like a Dragon. It will launch when Series X launches.
That's huge.
And that's a full Japanese game.
Yeah, that's huge for Xbox. Because of Phil being on record multiple times saying that he felt like Xbox lacked in the Japanese region last gen. So coming into the next gen, they said they're very, very important for them to get into that market immediately. We do know that Kingdom Hearts are coming to the Game Pass, and that Final Fantasy games are coming to the Game Pass. So that plus Yakuza Like a Dragon being a launch title for the Series X, all of these are proven out to be huge for Xbox.
Oh yeah, you want more Japanese? Well, there you fucking go. Just get 'em
Yakuza
all.
gets about as Japanese as you can get.
Yeah. But the game always looked interesting, but it's just not my style.
I think it's turn-based, right?
No, it's
No?
free flow.
Oh, it is. Okay. I've never
Yeah.
played them, but I have heard of them.
I've watched some gameplay on a couple different ones.
I believe one or two of them right now are on the Game Pass.
Probably.
I believe
Like
so.
what's not on the Game Pass?
That's also a great point.
Which is if you don't have the Game Pass, I mean, why not?
Let Microsoft know we sent you.
Yeah, if you're not doing that, then just download WoW. Either
Oh.
or, you'll be completely entertained.
Join the Discord.
Right? Yeah, join the Discord. Call of Sea. It's like Call of Duty, but it's not.
No, it's not.
I like the art of that one. It's also kind of like We Happy Few type art.
Oh, I bet
Ish.
Joey, they talked like this a little bit.
Yeah, and then I'm like, fucking, like I need to find Harry.
Dude.
Like, who the hell's Harry?
I told you before the show, because we'll get to it later, but there is a Harry Potter game in development, and it's been rumored for like the last 2 years that they're going to announce it at some point from Warner Brothers. And when I heard was it was a dark screen, and they said Harry. I was like, holy shit, Xbox is doing it. They're announcing the fucking Harry Potter game. I literally almost pissed myself, and then it was Call of the Sea, and I was like, you know what? Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with it, but I really want it to be Harry Potter so bad.
Right.
But it looked cool. Yeah, I agree. I think the art style was great.
Yeah, I like the colors on it. When they showed the island and the waterfall, it all looked good.
It's like, again, that's a game I would be like, you know what? That's on the Game Pass. I'd play it.
But yeah, just to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
And now another game that caught my eye pretty good was Scarlet Nexus.
Mm-hmm. With
And
the
that's
mutant
from
plants or something, right?
what's that?
That's the one with the mutant plants and shit, right?
Yeah, with like the weird creatures that are like unkillable until now, and then you show up.
Hmm.
And yeah, no, that one caught my eye pretty good.
Yeah, it's from
It's just like
Bandai.
once again the art style. I love
Oh,
that type of art style.
it
The
has an anime.
cartoony.
It has an anime art style to it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
probably because I'm getting more into that, I'm like, I'm all about it.
yeah,
Sign me up.
and it's from Bandai Namco, so like it makes sense. I thought it was really cool. He like pull out the sword and his like eyes were like glowing this digital shit by his eyes. I was like, all right, let's fucking go. Let's get a little weeb about it. Let's do it. I'm in.
Right?
I'm all
Yeah, sign
about
me
it,
up.
dude. Hats off to him. Fucking cool.
Yeah, so that one's also got my eye. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Second Extinction is a 3-player co-op shooter where you just kill a bunch of dinosaurs.
I thought of Nick immediately. Instantly. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nick
with
would like
Ark
that.
and everything.
Yeah, I thought a couple of my other brothers. I was like, yo, they'd probably try that out. I bet they would like it. It's something that like I would check out if it was on Game Pass, 100%. I'd like log in if someone's like, yo, you want to shoot some dinosaurs? I'm like, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. I love Turok, and I like Left 4 Dead, and it's kind of like combining the two. So, fuck it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I like those games, but this one I'm just like, you just didn't show me anything.
I
Just
don't-
killing a bunch of fucking raptors.
Right. I don't know. You know, and I thought about this too, Joey. I don't know if those type of games appeal to you as much anymore. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
Because I think you're kind of in the boat that I am at times, where I'm just kind of really, I want to be invested into a good story. Honestly. I think that's where I'm at. And I don't know if that's because I'm just old. You know, it could be. But I did, like, I saw the second Extinction, and I was like, you know what? That'd be cool to hop on with a couple of the homies. But I could see why you wouldn't be interested in that.
Yeah, my taste for games have definitely changed, probably because of age, unfortunately. Well, not really unfortunately, but just like, I mean, I guess technically, unfortunately, you just don't have time to do all those different types of games
Yeah. I
and get
get that.
invested in all these different types of
I
games.
mean, right now you totally
me.
do.
Well, I like to pick one or two and like that.
You're like, you know this backlog of fucking shit I got? Fuck that, I got WoW.
Yeah, I have a whole list right behind my Blizzard client. I'm like, minimize, wow. I'm about it.
Holy shit. Like, should I check on my villagers? Eh.
I did yesterday, and they all called me out.
Yeah, good. I mean, you got people on other people's islands calling you out.
That's what I'm saying. Cat on multiple islands is just pissed
Yes.
at me,
Love it. Love it.
right?
Oh, shit.
And then they ended it with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and they just didn't
It's such
show
such a
anything.
blue ball, man. Like it got hyped up. Like Ubisoft, after they showed off the game, they had a trailer earlier, last week I believe it was, and they said, or this week, and they said, hey, May 7th at the Xbox event, we're gonna show off some fucking gameplay. Come check it out. I'm like, dude, I mean that sells me anyway. Like, because I was very intrigued by it. Because as I don't know if anyone's seen the trailer. If you haven't, skip ahead. But you know, at the very end of the trailer, he whips out the fucking hidden blade. And I'm like, oh shit, it really is an Assassin's Creed game. Oh shit. And then like I was like, I can't wait to see him actually do this. I can't wait. And then they have this thing and I'm like, this is just like a trailer again. It didn't
Yeah.
feel like gameplay as much to me. And that's why I'm not saying the game doesn't look great. It does. It's everything. I mean, I think we've been asking for an Assassin's Creed in the Viking time for a hot minute. Like a while. And like that's so cool, but like I expected more when you tell me you're gonna give me more, and then you didn't. That bugged
Right.
me a little bit. And I get it. Like I think I told somebody, it might have been BK earlier when we talked about it, but I said, you know, I get it. Ubisoft's got their own event that they're gonna do. They can't show everything, but if that's the case, don't hype it up like you're going to. That's all.
No, exactly.
But otherwise, I thought the game looked cool. I mean,
Yeah, it looked
fuck-
alright,
it's fucking Vikings, dude. That's awesome.
right?
When in the
Who
trailer,
doesn't want that?
Odin is with us. I'm like, oh fuck! I'm
I love
so in.
Mythology.
Oh, and I know. That's why that one day I told you right away that Netflix is working on a mythology one like that. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
gonna be
sign
sweet.
me up.
But yeah, I'm excited for Assassin's Creed. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. But like,
Yeah.
I wanted more from this. That's all.
Yeah, I'm sure with time you'll get more.
Oh, 100%.
But overall, Xbox showed some pretty good third-party games.
Mm-hmm.
Except there were these 2 or 3 that I'm like, yeah, no, you got me looking up this game now. I want to keep track of it.
Yeah,
And just for their first time, I mean that's a good way to start it.
100%. And obviously, these are going to be weird because we're live streaming them. We're not at an actual conference or anything. We're not doing that. We can't do that. The huge thing here is smart delivery. That's the biggest push, right? Is that
Yep.
Xbox wants you to be like, hey, these games are probably going to come out before the Series X does. It's okay to buy them because if you buy them once, when you get your Series X, you're just going to be able to get the Xbox, the best. You're going to be able to get the best version for the console that you're on. And that's the biggest thing here. Xbox has come out of the gates, very consumer friendly. They're controlling the narrative, which is huge. And like, it just seems so funny to me, like when people want to bash Xbox at this point. Like, they're doing so much for consumers. Everything they do is positive for people, for gamers.
Yep.
But you've got a lot of Sony ponies, man, and they just were like, I love God of War. Fuck off. I like God of War too, but I'm not going to rip Xbox and sit here like that they're not doing great things. They are. Their services are fantastic. Them coming out here and being like, hey, smart delivery, we want all of our first party games are doing it. We want a ton of third party games to do it. Like, that's cool. The big thing is, I mean, obviously, if Sony would have came out first and said it, I would clap for Sony too. You know what I mean? I think that anybody that does that, you are in a weird spot where you got next gen coming, but obviously, I don't think a bunch of next gen games were ready right away. So they're like low key. They made it so the developers have the ability to be like, hey, let's just up our shit so they can run on the next console, and they're not going to charge you an extra $60 for it. That's the kicker. That's the big part. And I hope that Sony does do the same thing, and maybe we'll get some Sony news here within the next month or two. I'd like to hope so, but currently, it's hard to deny that Xbox is controlling it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're almost halfway through the year and Sony hasn't said much of anything. So you gotta
100%.
do something. So now in the wake of E3, and now all the other gaming events on top of every event being canceled due to plague, we now have the Summer of Gaming event. So it's gonna run from May to August, and will show off new video game announcements, have playable demos, interviews, panels, pretty much like E3 at home.
But spread out.
Yeah, but spread out throughout, May through August.
Jeff Keighley literally added an extra month to summer. He said, fuck it. We know that doesn't start till June, but fuck you. Our summer's starting in May. Fuck it.
Right? Why not?
I was
Think
like,
about it.
I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, so he also said that the Game Awards is set to produce
No, he's the founder of the Game Awards. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
I skipped the line.
Yeah, I was like, wait, no, he's confused.
The founder of Game Awards is set to produce it. Yeah,
Yeah,
got
Jeff
it.
Keighley. Yep.
Yeah, then I skipped the line. But companies participated in this thus far. You got 2K, Blizzard, Bethesda, Sony, EA, Microsoft, Square Enix, CD Projekt Red, Riot, Steam, and Warner Brothers.
There will be more added later, they said, because two of the big ones that aren't on here, obviously, are Ubisoft and Nintendo. I will be interested to see if Nintendo does do something at some point this summer.
You know they will.
I don't know when. Well, it's hard. Like, honestly, we say that, but it's really hard because we're in a really weird time.
True.
Where people are working from home, and that's like the big thing. Also, I didn't put it on here, but I forgot. Activision and Blizzard were separate. So Activision's going to have its own thing, and Blizzard's going to have its own thing.
Oh.
During the summer of gaming. So I wonder what Blizzard's going to do. I really am curious. Like, are they going to have a stream, and that's how they announce Shadowlands and the launch date and everything? Could totally happen.
Ooh.
What else do they put on there? I don't know. Riot with Valorant and everything, they're probably going to have some streams there. Basically, like, my biggest thing for this is such a... Jeff Keighley talked about on his Twitter, and I always know shit's serious when someone takes a picture of their notes on their phone and then screenshots that and puts that on there. Then that's how you know shit's fucking serious. And he did that, and it was basically going over that, like, he left the E3 thing that he usually does because he just realized, like, they didn't have... The vision that they had for E3 before the pandemic wasn't what he was trying to do. Then the pandemic happens, so obviously E3 not happening, just like every other games conference, or most conferences in general. And E3 was going to try and do a digital event. It just wasn't going to happen. And a big part of that is I think it's hard to get, with everybody working from home and shit, it's really hard to get all of these companies to be able to come out at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Jeff Keighley said, "How about let's do this? Fuck it. Summer gaming, May to August. All these fucking companies can be on it, and you pick a fucking day that you want to do a live stream. And what you'll be able to do is go to the Summer of Gaming on their Twitch, their YouTube, Mixer, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and you'll be able to watch the stream right there. And then afterwards, Jeff Keighley will have like developers on or other people, and they'll discuss what they saw." So it is E3 in a way, but you're just spreading it out, and it's instead of going through and getting a bunch of fucking companies at once, you're getting like one company per day, whatever day it is. My question then to you, Joey, is how do you feel about it being stretched out and that this idea moving forward?
I mean, I kind of like it, so that way you get something, every so often.
Mm-hmm.
And for someone like me who's fully stuck at home, like not working or not doing anything because, chemo and shit, but like this is good because now it gives me kind of something else to do.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm doing my daily grind and there's a stream going on of, oh look, they're streaming more Assassin's Creed or something and going in depth. Oh sure, let me pop that on. So it's cool to like, I'm all about them doing that because that's probably a better way for them to get more games out there, more developers to talk, and it's way more convenient for them to do it, and then it makes it more convenient for us to watch it.
Yeah, and like you give these companies like CD Projekt Red or Square Enix or Riot or Steam or Warner Brothers even. You give them, instead of them trying to fit in with like the big dogs like Microsoft or Sony or any of them, you now give them an opportunity to have their own day, and they get to control that day. Whether it be a 25-minute stream, whether it be an hour-long stream, you get to that day be focused on that company and what they announced, instead of like getting kind of lost in the shuffle. Because if Square Enix has something, Riot has something, Blizzard has something, 2K has something, and then here's Sony, you know what I mean, like in one day, well, probably a lot of those smaller games are going to get consumed by the big dog like Sony announcing something. So
Yep.
This gives each company their own time to do it, and I thought that was really cool. And like I said, it's really the center hub for all things that are going to happen in gaming this summer. That's what it was really meant to be. That's how Jeff kind of put it. So I'm really excited for that. I know I did, but everybody else can too. Go to the Summer of Gaming website, and you can actually put your email in to get alerts. So when they're going to have streams, so you know ahead of time. Which,
Oh, there you go.
As a co-owner of an award-winning podcast, I have to do that as a distinguished journalist. So, but yeah,
Right, of course.
of course. And it will culminate August 24th with Gamescom opening night live, their digital event, which last year showed off a bunch of cool shit. So it was like everything coming together. So fuck it, let's go, let's do it. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're about to get. I mean, even with everything going on, we're about to get into the good part of the year where we start hearing all these announcements.
Well, yeah, I was sad because it's like every year we look forward to E3. We love it. We hang out and we watch the streams together, and it's like it's a fucking awesome time for gamers in general, right? Because it's the new shit you're seeing. And then I was like, damn, the E3 is not going to happen, bro. That's kind of shitty. But now we got this, and we got this happening for the next 4 months. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, and if we, depending on like what they show and when they show it, maybe we could stream it on Discord with all of us in there and still, watch it together.
Exactly, 100%.
So we'll see how that goes and how they, do that from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, with Nintendo Direct, getting pushed back from, issues going on. Like, that also sucks because now it's like, where's Nintendo news?
Well, yeah, they were supposed to show off the newest Smash character from ARMS that in June.
Man.
A lot of news, man, that Nintendo's going to announce all those Mario remasters. And I wonder if they had to push it back because the development on them had to kind of slow down a little bit because of the work from home.
Right. You figure, I mean, that makes sense of why that would happen.
No,
so.
100%. I get it, but I'm like, damn. Like, I listened to somebody, and they said, on the Kind of Funny podcast, and they said, he said personally, Animal Crossing isn't my thing. just not into that type of game. Like, totally get that. He's like, so for me, I haven't played a new Nintendo game since Pokemon in November. And like,
Damn.
to think about that from Nintendo's perspective, that's not good. You know what I mean? That like, you're kind of falling into that rut that the Wii U did, where they just didn't have a bunch of stuff. But at the same time, like someone also said, was maybe Nintendo already knew that 2020 they were going to relax a little bit because of the 2 new console launches. Like, how can you compete with that? You can't.
Right, yeah. This is kind of one where you sneak in maybe a couple good ones.
Yeah.
And just kind of walk away.
And Animal Crossing during a pandemic was boom, right through the roof. That was a great recipe for them. So now they kind of get to keep all their cards to themselves, and maybe 2021 Nintendo comes out and just is, drops it all. They're like, boom, here you go. You want all these fucking games? Boom, here it is. Here's Breath of the Wild 2. Metroid Prime fucking remaster collection on the Switch. Boom, let's do it. Yeah, it could be a lot of stuff. So I'm not really concerned about Nintendo, but I do I'm like sitting here like, I would like to hear something from them, please.
Yeah. You figure, knowing Nintendo, they'll still be like, oh yeah, no, you're still getting a shit ton this year.
I mean, we do have 2 Pokemon DLCs.
Right. Yeah, they still got plenty in the works.
Yeah, and
then maybe they drop a couple remasters this year, too.
100%. Could happen. So,
yep.
But we'll see.
So now, CD Projekt Red has announced their Cyberpunk 2077 stream June 11th.
That would be a part of the...
Definitely tune into that.
Yep, that's part of Summer of Gaming.
Then Activision Blizzard made $1.79 billion in revenue during Q1 of the year.
You're welcome.
Much thanks to their Call of Duty Warzone and Modern Warfare.
Thought it was because of us.
Yeah, because of all the shit going on.
Oh, wow. That's what I thought it was.
Right? Honestly, I'm sure a lot of it had to do with that, too. Modern Warfare is the best-selling Call of Duty at this point compared to the others during the first quarter after launch.
Oh, yeah.
But also probably because of the time we are in.
Again, yeah, a lot of that, we talked about it earlier, a lot of these numbers are obviously going to be super inflated because of this. Like, people can't go anywhere. They're going to play a lot of video games, but that's great for video games. It's so nice for them and for developers, and anybody that's involved in the video game industry is fantastic. I will tell you, side note, and not to toot our own horn, but our numbers have gone up by like almost 10 to 15 viewers more an episode, listeners more, because of, I would say, stuff like this. So like, it does suck, but for some people, it's like, hey, you know what, I gotta try and do what I gotta do with it.
That's the thing. I mean, life moves on. Things keep going. Exactly. You just got to keep going with it.
Keep on trucking.
Oh, yeah. And then Mass Effect Trilogy is being remastered, and I want to say for the second time, but it's not for the second time. It, is, but not.
It has to be 4K.
It does, because we've already kind of got them again.
I hope that if it is, because supposedly it's because they have some type of remaster coming out in Q1. Q1 basically is November of this year to March of next year. So I hope
Q1.
It's like March or December in the video game world is, or December or November, like around that time is when Q1 begins. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of, because the video game sales number quarters are very weird. They're very weird.
Right.
But I do hope that it's 4K and it's on the next gen. Like, that's crazy. That'd be great. I just hop on my Xbox Series X and play some fucking Mass Effect 2. All about it.
So I'm saying, do I play 1 and 2 for like the 4th time without playing 3?
Like, I'm just avoiding
like
3.
I'm going in order, but every time I get there, they're like, oh, here they are again. Like, well, obviously I want to play the nicer looking one.
Like, of course I'll play 1 and 2 again.
Right? But that's just how it is.
It'd be like that.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga arrives on the Switch, PS4, Xbox, and PC October 20th.
Mm-hmm.
And then something I just don't get, because I don't know if I'm out of it or what. But,
yeah, you're old. Yeah. You're like a boomer when it comes to this stuff. But
apparently, we're the same fucking age, but apparently.
Some are older souls than other, Joey.
Apparently.
GTA is having this. Listen, GTA 5. I give it so much credit. That game, it's up there with like Fortnite for the amount of crazy shit that they do, and like always staying relevant in my eyes. GTA 5, the community really did this thing where I guess they were selling alien suits in the stores. There was green and purple. Well, thanks to Twitter and social media in general and TikTok, people started like posting their shit, green gang or purple gang. And they were like, you could literally got video. I'll have to find them, man. The videos of people in purple aliens fucking suits running up on random green guys that are by themselves beating their ass and shit. Or like vice versa, green running up on purple. Carlos walked out of the store. He was in his green suit and got jumped by a bunch of purple aliens.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's super funny. And then you got like the group that looks like a bunch of Talibans. They're a thing. Hazmat suit people are a thing. And now GTA, because they've seen this and they're gonna hop all up in this, made the green and purple alien suits free for people to buy. So I'm logging in. I'm buying my green suit because green gang all day. But like, dude, I don't know, man. I just love the GTA 5 community for shit like this. Like, you're just randomly, it's like, I like all the videos and they're just like, oh man, I caught one of your boys sleeping. It was a bunch of purple aliens. They captured a green alien, put them in like a van, and it's like first person. It's just the green alien guy flicking all of them off as they're like taking them somewhere to interrogate them. It's super funny, man. So, yeah, GTA 5 just again staying awesome as always.
Oh yeah, staying relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess just to wrap it up, WWE Money in the Bank is happening this Sunday.
Yeah, I would like to watch that with everybody again and then review it. That'd be cool. It's for the first time. So it's actually taking place at their corporate headquarters in Connecticut. And the briefcase is going to be up top at the very top of the building. You start on the bottom and you fight your way up to the top of the building.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I'm into it, man. I'm gonna say, fuck it. Like I said, I'm all for WWE and like other companies just doing weird shit. Because we're in a weird time.
You gotta. Yeah, you gotta.
Like, you might as well roll with the punches. So, yeah, I'm all into it. Pretty excited.
Yeah, we'll definitely be watching that.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you have anything else for this?
No, and I found my quote, so I'll be able to do that.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I heard multitasking. Oh, no, I think that wraps up. Did it wrap everything up for you?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good with it.
All right, well, guys, this has been the Big J and BB Show. You can find us on Facebook.com/Big J and BB Show, Twitter @Big J and BB Show, Instagram, just search Big J and BB Show. Shout out to G Fuel also. Didn't get that in there, but definitely shout out to G Fuel. Been trying it out. I actually want to sit down with Mike because he got a sample pack and rank our G Fuel flavors. I'd like to do that. Maybe we'll work on that. We're working on a bunch of other things, a bunch of podcasts, sports, an anime one that we're working on. You can find all of those by going to your podcast platform of choice and searching the Big J and BB Show. You can be a part of the show by reaching out to us either on Twitter or text or call the show. The number is 779-234-8646. 779-234-8646. Get you on the Discord or something, E2, if you want to join a show. I'm all for that too, man. Just reach out to us on any of our social media platforms or that number. Check out twitch.tv/undeadredbull as well as twitch.tv/slap_nugget, 2 P's and 2 G's. And check out our buddy Josh. He made our banger intro and he talks a ton of sports. Find him on Twitter @JoshBUSN. I think that wraps it up, Joey.
All right, Ryan, then take us away with the quote.
What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? Vincent Van Gogh.
Wash your damn hands, Chicago.